Welcome to the Reality Revolution. I'm your host, Brian Scott. Today's episode is an activation designed for you to discover and increase your innate power. So don't listen to this episode if you do not want to experience an increase in the power in your life, to manifest your desires, to see your dreams come alive. For you have this power, yet it needs to be activated in some cases. And I have designed this episode so that simply listening to it, you will find your subconscious mind reprogrammed and your life changing with an awareness of an increase in power. So to begin, I invite you to imagine yourself walking through a quiet forest glen. Moss-covered trees sway softly in the breeze all around you, their branches sighing a peaceful song. Sunlight filters down through emerald leaves as birds chirp happily overhead. The earthy scents of pine and damp soil permeate the air, instantly calming your mind. I begin here in this serene natural sanctuary so that you can feel your breath deepen into a slow, steady rhythm. All tensions ease from your shoulders while mindfulness takes root. For the journey ahead, it is important to begin in this nurturing space, a sanctuary where inner wisdom may awaken. I am your guide for exploring the innate power source lying dormant within. By cultivating empowered perspectives and habits of thought, you will lift away all perceived restrictions on your potential. No longer must life's circumstances dictate your experience of reality. Together, through this unknowing hypnosis, you will discover the strength and capabilities available when you believe fully in yourself. You feel deeply settled now in this woodland glade as our exploration begins. The purpose of the journey is to cultivate a mindset where you perceive yourself as the author of your realities rather than a victim of outside forces. Through scientific studies, we know our thinking patterns directly impact life's outcomes. Research in the fields of neuroscience and epigenetics and positive psychology consistently shows a link between the stories we tell ourselves and our experiences. Your very biology responds to the worlds your mind creates. As repetitive thoughts leave physical marks on gene expression, influencing resilience and vulnerability to stress. Similarly, meta-analyses validate the power of optimism, hopefulness, and self-efficacy in determining health, relationships, and career accomplishments. Simply put, what we focus on grows. Regular perceptions of limits serve only to erect those exact boundaries in physical reality. On the contrary, minds open to endless possibilities manifest circumstances reflecting that expansive viewpoint. Hence, cultivating an empowerment mindset helps ensure life events remain aligned with your highest intentions and values. Let me share a personal story of my own journey of discovery. A few years ago, I found myself stuck in a career rut, dissatisfied yet unable to see a way forward. Each day blended into the next in a gray haze of frustration. Looking back, I see now that my stuck thoughts shaped the situation, repeating to myself that change was impossible simply made it so. One weekend, while hiking, everything changed. Gazing at the peaks before me, something inside whispered, What's really stopping you from climbing higher? It hit me. The only obstacles in my path existed between my own two ears. From that epiphany rose a new intention, and with it came opportunities I'd been blind to previously. Within months, I was writing, recording my dream role, and this lightened perspective has served me ever since. That pivotal moment taught me the power of my narrative. As long as you see restrictions, the mind will uphold them. But with ecological thinking, realities stretch as limitless as your vision. This transformation comes not through external changing, but internal. Shifting the lens of your perceptions alters the very pictures you perceive. And that, dear friend, is what we aim to cultivate together with each word I speak. An empowered outlook capable of dissolving life's stickiest ruts. We've all had those times when negative thought loops grip tight, repeating like mantras of doubt. I can't. It's impossible. Who am I to believe in myself? Research tells us these self-limiting thought patterns actually wire your brain pathways in disempowering directions over time. Spiritual teachings recognize the restrictive force of such ingrained attitudes. Thinkers from the Buddha to Neville Goddard understood that we become bound by the very constructs our minds generate. When identities form around stories of inadequacy and helplessness, we descend like turtles into self-built shells from which it seems far easier to hide than emerge. Yet the wise point to an alternative, that we can train minds as skillfully as athletes condition bodies. Just as regular positive thinking rewires the neural pathways underlying resilience, so small adjustments in mindset can dissolve age-old restrictions. Anne Lamott wrote that our hardest moments often arrive to show us how strong we are. Perhaps too, in facing limiting core beliefs, we find hidden powers awakening as forest fires bring fertile ashes. It is this inner awakening that we now turn our focus. Let us now take a few moments to allow the body to deeply relax, so the mind may open like a flower. Begin by slowly bringing awareness to any tension held in the hands and forearms. Without effort, allow those muscles to soften and release. Feel the relaxation spreading gently up each arm, into the shoulders, the neck and jaw, the face and eyes. Now turn awareness within as leaves fall from trees in your mind's eye. Visualize each worry, each ingrained limitation of fear, released on the breeze like crumpled leaves drifting out of reach. See them flutter briefly before dissolving on the forest floor, leaving space for new growth in their place. With each breath, feel calm filling you as trees stand gracefully bare, poised for what comes next, with no clinging to what once was. Stay in this peaceful state of release for as long as you choose, knowing worry's hold has loosened its grip for now. When ready, bring awareness back to the surrounding tranquility with gratitude for this respite from mental noise. Gently emerging back to the present moment, see if you can maintain the calm gained. Now is the time to foster expansion of your power, to gently encourage cultivating vision of your innate potential without limitations. Think of yourself like a seed that has lain dormant too long, yet contains a vastness of life within its tiny form, just waiting for the right conditions to unfold. Perhaps you've lived as if confined to a narrow identity imposed by old beliefs, habits, or circumstances. I invite you now to sense deeper truths below surface perceptions, to feel stirring power within, an unbounded essence that knows neither restrictions nor end. Like a seed absorbing warmth in rains of change, open to possibilities beyond what you have seen your shape to be. Have faith that conditions nurture hidden strengths and creativity into fullness, just as sunlight coaxes tender shoots from simple shells. For now, trust the simple truth that within lies a creative force desiring expression, and all you need to do is gently remove whatever obscures its light. See yourself as capable of so much growth, with incredible potential for beauty and contribution waiting in wings of your being. Stay centered here and let this empowered vision take root and spread quietly through every part of you. With care and understanding for yourself, reflect for a moment on how long-held beliefs or internal narratives may subtly influence your experience of life, for better or worse. Notice too, without judgment, how an open mindset feels within. One that seeks its inherent capabilities instead of boundaries. This is the start of a powerful evolution that will continue unfolding gently each day. I thank you for opening your mind's eye to its potential and committing to this inner work. Understanding comes slowly but surely as we make space for deeper knowing. For now, see if you can maintain mindfulness of this empowered perspective as you go about daily activities. Our journey has only just begun. I am honored to guide you further, to cultivate your mind's unlimited influence. For in order for you to increase your power, you must flip your perspective. The calm waves lapped at the shore as gulls cried overhead. I gaze out at the deep blue ocean and feel its vastness stirring something within. As the great philosopher observed, we don't see things as they are, we see them as we are. In this place of refuge, let us reflect on the power of perspective, how we interpret events and see ourselves colors our very reality. Scientific studies have shown the profound influence of mindset, whether pessimistic or optimistic, on health, relationships, career, success, and more. Carl Jung expressed that we cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate, it oppresses. By becoming aware of your habitual thought patterns, you take the first step towards transforming limiting perspectives. For it is through new eyes that fresh possibilities emerge. Let the healing waters of awareness gently carry away rigid assumptions as the coming tide smooths the shoreline. And may inner freedom begin. Studies in psychotherapy have shown how powerful the placebo effect of language can be. Merely believing a negative thought reinforces its perceived truth. But we have the power to become conscious of our internal dialogue and reshape it, which is what you're doing right now in this moment as you hear the sound of my voice. The self-fulfilling prophecy operates through repeated thought patterns. If you tell yourself, "I'm too shy," eventually you may behave in shyer ways due to this dominating mindset. What if instead you said, "I'm feeling more comfortable speaking up"? Over time, acting as if this were true could transform your actual experience. A simple example many can relate to is saying, "I can't," versus "how can I?" When facing challenges, the former closes down to solutions while the latter remains open and curious. Even subtle differences in phrasing can impact outlook and results. Negative self-talk also distances you from your natural confidence by constantly criticizing. But we all possess inner wisdom and strength. You need only remove the veil of doubt. Approaching life from a place of benevolence toward yourself sets the stage for empowerment to unfold. Let us now try shifting our perspective through visualization. Recall a difficult memory where self-criticism ruled your inner dialogue. Perhaps a time you felt afraid, anxious, or that you had failed. Bring the scene softly to mind, observing from a distance at first so any residual intensity can fade. Now imagine walking into the memory, approaching your past self who is suffering with compassion. Share words of reassurance, understanding, and hope that all will be well and there are lessons to learn even from perceived mistakes. If resistance arises, such as, "I can't do this," or "it won't make a difference," simply acknowledge those thoughts and let them go with patience. We all have deeper knowing within that can replace limiting patterns once given permission. Staying present with breath and sensations, imagine your past self gradually relaxing as tension releases from the body. Envision exchanging harshness for supportiveness by retelling the story from this more empathic understanding. Keep visualizing this exchange until the image feels complete. How does it feel to hold yourself with care, even in struggle? Your true nature desires growth, not self-punishment. This small act of kindness can ripple outward to reshape future dialogue and choice. Let me share a personal experience of shifting perspective that profoundly changed things for the better. Many years ago, I was stuck in an unfulfilling job and relationship situation that had dragged on too long. I felt stuck, dwelling in negativity, telling myself, nothing will ever get better. One day, a ray of optimism broke through. Instead of, "Why can't I escape this?" I asked, "How could I grow from it?" Instead of feeling trapped, I chose to see the present as an important step on my life's journey. Whether staying or going, this reframed everything as a learning experience and a time of personal development rather than failure. Within months, both the job and relationship naturally transitioned in a healthier direction. New opportunities at work arose that I seized more confidently, and empowered with this mindset, I manifested changes necessary for my well-being. Looking back, I see how my former suffering came from fixating on perceived problems rather than focusing on solutions and intrinsic worth. By shifting internal dialogue, a more positive outcome unfolded almost effortlessly. To further develop awareness of habitual perspectives, consider keeping a daily journal of associated feelings and automatic thoughts. Make note of repetitive internal phrases, dreams, and conceptual blocks that recur over various situations. Are they empowering you or holding you back from your highest self? Now experiment consciously flexing your viewpoints around these patterns. Notice how changing words like failure to learning opportunity alters your emotional and physical state. Bring to mind challenging circumstances from a place of compassionate curiosity instead of harsh judgment. What possibilities or alternatives emerge? Dialogue with yourself as if speaking to a loved one. Communicate encouragement where you used to criticize. This widens your perceptual lens to see beyond old mental habits. With regular journaling practice over weeks, you cultivate familiarity spotting and shifting thought forms that no longer aid your well-being and growth. Flexibility of mindset becomes your new normal, boundaryless and free. Commit fully to this perspective. Work through gentle self-observation. Transformation happens one insight at a time, and each chosen affirmation moves you closer to realizing your inherent power. Progress may seem slow, so stay determined and patient with yourself as always. Let's now guide a visualization of shifting inner perspectives. Bring your awareness inward to notice any areas of recurrent self-doubt, shame, or judgment. It may relate to an aspect of yourself, relationships, or situations in life. Gently observe without harshness the negative thought patterns surrounding this theme. You might hear repetitious phrases about not measuring up or being unworthy. Now envision walking into this cyclic mental conversation and stopping the words with breath and presence. As your inner critic quiets, feel openness arise inside. From this place, say new empowering statements about your inherent worth, courage, or ability to connect with others, from empathy and care. Affirm your basic goodness just as you are. Let these positive declarations be your guide as you now reimagine past scenarios through kinder eyes. Notice how personas and interactions shift profoundly without judgment. All people have layered depths. No single event defines another's or one's own character. Stay with this liberating perspective as long as it feels supportive. Let it nurture self-acceptance from within outward. You possess innate gifts to offer this world, just by living authentically according to your heart. This practice cultivates peaceful empowerment for all your relationships. To reinforce these techniques, reflect on a recent mild frustration or annoyance from your day. Perhaps a brief interchange that left you feeling irritated. Bring the memory to mind and experiment revising your internal dialogue around the event. Notice the subtle yet impactful difference choosing alternative viewpoints makes to your state of being. One of my friends practiced this by recalling frustration over traffic the previous morning. Instead of replaying annoyed thoughts, she intentionally shifted to acknowledging all drivers are doing their best amid demands on their time and roads. She revised from inconvenienced to fortunate. Her destination was worthwhile, filling her commute with audiobooks instead of stress. She later shared feelings far calmer and focused by day's end with this minor flipped perspective. Her productivity increased as mental energy no longer went to internal complaining. By exercising flexibility, even around ordinary frustrations, you open to inner and outer flow while cultivating empathy, optimism, and resilience as a way of being. Let your reflections deepen this episode's insights for you. I encourage you to remain attentive to lifelong patterns seeking transformation. Notice mindsets needing flexibility and practice consciously choosing alternative viewpoints daily for liberating insight and well-being. This rewires neural pathways toward our fullest empowered expression. Though this may feel incremental, each sincere effort nudges you a step higher on the frequency of self-empowerment. Have faith that ripples from small shifts will impact your reality in unforeseen ways. Stay committed to supporting yourself through inner dialogue as you would a beloved friend or child. This is how we cultivate a strong yet flexible frame, able to weather whatever may come. Thank you for your courage, opening to see with renewed eyes through introspection and your visualization. Your commitment in this moment to clarifying thought forms is readying your mind, body, and heart for further discoveries ahead. Our thoughts sculpt reality through the perceptual lenses you peer through. We come now to understand the power of our words. Through millennia, sages of many traditions have told us that the intentions we express take form. This brings us to the role of self-talk, the running dialogue playing in your mind right now. Some inner voices affirm bounties yet unseen, while others demean. When discouraging self-talk takes hold too frequently, its resonance dims our light and power, like shadows cast upon a bright day. To experience life as we envision, we must cultivate an inner dialogue reflecting this vision and this power. Our words shape realities, just as the potter's wheel brings form to clay. With practice, you can alter your speech with aspirations not yet made manifest. By expressing intentions through positive, present tense statements, your very biochemistry responds as if the vision has been fulfilled already. Each time you affirm promising possibilities, you reinforce their likelihood. Conversely, denying hopes dampens their spark. As with the potter, our hands hold astonishing power. We need only direct them with care and faith in our abilities to manifest dreams through words made manifest. Our words carry emotional undertones affecting whether stated intent takes root. When pronouncing affirmations, it aids to focus on associated feelings. Envision these emotions infusing each word like rain nourishing soil. Recall moments embodying the state affirmed, such as tranquility or achievement, and let their essence fill and uplift the present. Say, for instance, I am at peace. Meditating on sensations of calm. Feel relief through your being as peace permeates each cell. In doing so, the present aligns with your words' implications as beliefs physicalize. Practicing this allows affirmations to transform latent potential to fruit born. They provide fertilizing declarations your inner landscape requires to blossom abundantly. Just as rain-wet roots drink what skyborn drops deliver, inwardly speaking promises while tasting their emotional reality waters your hopes until blooms manifest. Through repeat, you cultivate a lexicon reflecting your radiant quality, rather than doubtful stances casting darker shades. By stating realities felt as truths within, you shed rigid boundaries as nature's seeds outgrow constraints, learning as souls do. Through persevering affirmations guiding growth, freedom's soils yield life's fullness, blossoming in perpetual praise of inherent worth. As you hear my words, allow yourself to soften while maintaining an open awareness, receptive to suggestion, yet centered in your inner authority. Visualize now a thriving landscape, your ideal future, brimming with promise and possibility. See yourself embodying hoped-for changes, observing life from the successful vantage. Appreciate each sensory detail, from colors richer to smiles wider, peace more profound. Breathe in fully this altered condition, and with exhalation, release any resistance or disbelief in your ability to manifest such renewal. You have the power to sculpt your world through the words you speak into being. Discover this inner power now. Roam this landscape, interacting freely within your ideal reality. How do responsibilities appear lighter when approached with affirming mindsets? Notice support of others and their interactions with this newly potent version of you. Feel deeply the emotions this future elicits: appreciation, empowerment, joy, contribution. Soak fully in these feelings as you truly experience and believe in this as your current and ever-increasing reality. Your words and visions form the soil from which new growth emerges. When ready, take one final breath in this ideal world before returning renewed and reinforced in the present. Carry through gratitude these feelings of freedom and capability, living increasingly from this place of empowered being. You have within you seeds for the richest harvests. May your speech nourish what is best in you and in the world. Let your truest self shine through for the gift and blessings of all. Having experienced the potency of envisioned affirmations, you are now equipped to apply this practice to specific areas of your life's journey. Your words carry the creative blueprints for cultivating health, nurturing relationships, fulfilling career aspirations, and more. Consider personal well-being. Affirm daily, I care for my body with love. Or for emotional resilience, say, I meet each challenge with wisdom and grace. To strengthen vulnerable connections, say, I communicate with passion. For family harmony, state, we support each other through unity. In professional domains, declare, I am motivated and focused. For advancing your expertise, affirm, I learn continually and share my gifts gladly. Affirm also for material needs. I trust the universe provides for me comfortably and for spiritual development. My power grows through experiences with gratitude. These are but a sampling. Tailor affirmations to your unique path. Record those resonating deepest and schedule time daily to recite your declarations inwardly and aloud. Through regular practice, you establish new supportive structures for your daily acts and relationships to flourish within. As ever, maintain openness to life's unfolding while believing steadfastly in your ability to manifest the promise you profess through practice. Affirmation will yield fruits of transformation for you and all around. To fully realize affirmation's impact, identify themes reflecting your highest self, areas calling for empowered speech. Contemplate dreams, talents, and who you aspire to become. What skills or conditions support your vision? How do you interact with others? What dominates your mindset around loved ones, health, or finances? Extract keywords evoking this optimal being. Then compose sentences in the present, progressive, as if this fully embodied identity expresses current truths. For example, I am living a joyful, meaningful life. My relationships thrive through open-hearted communication. My creative talents blossom into fulfilling work. Record these statements to review daily, inward and aloud. Let each stir associated wished emotions until convictions form like seeds sprouting roots. Revisit writings weekly, revising as understanding deepens. Share your declarations with trusting confidants if desired, enriching support networks. But most importantly, speaking your highest self daily imprints new pathways, guiding experiences into alignment with voiced visions. Through this sacred practice, external realities crystallize, internal affirmed realities. You have the innate power to sculpt existence according to fullest dreams. May your affirmations resound with compassion always. Become aware of your breathing. Allow a sense of inner stillness to develop. When ready, bring to mind an upcoming challenge or situation that has elicited worry, along with an affirmation addressing this concern. For instance, you may envision an important meeting stating inwardly, I express myself with confidence and clarity. Take time to visualize in vivid detail how this scene unfolds with you embracing the affirmed qualities. Notice confident yet relaxed body language, making eye contact and sharing ideas freely. Experience feelings of competence and control rather than inadequacy. Believe for a moment that this futuristic scene reflects present realities. Breathe deeply. The emotions associated with being your capable, empowered self. Remain in this, noticing and reinforcing however long feels supportive. Over time, through daily practices such as this one, outward experiences will sync ever more closely with the powerful affirmative landscapes you cultivate. I know commitments to personal growth require dedication, but trust that small shifts compound into life transformations. Have faith in your ability to shape challenging moments by first reshaping thought patterns and beliefs through words, transforming latent into manifest power. May this power blossom for you abundantly. To fully support your affirmative journey, Continue recording practices and insights into a dedicated log. Dialogue with compassionate confidants to help clarify your learnings. With this understanding, the previous paragraphs have been designed to lull you into an open state in which you can say the following affirmations that will release your full and complete power. So say this with me, knowing the power of your words. I am in control of my actions and decisions. My voice is powerful and my words matter. I possess the strength to overcome any challenges that come my way. I am confident in my ability to make positive changes in my life. My inner power grows stronger every day. I trust in my abilities and acknowledge my potential. I am deserving of respect and I command it through my actions and presence. I am a leader of my own life, setting the course with wisdom and courage. Every decision I make is aligned with my purpose and power. I am resilient, strong, and capable of achieving my dreams. My confidence shines through in everything I do, attracting success and fulfillment. I release all doubts and embrace my power to create a joyful and abundant life. I am a beacon of strength, perseverance, and determination. My personal power is limitless and grows with each experience. I am unstoppable, fearless, and ready to take on the world. I am the architect of my reality, sculpting the fabric of my existence with the chisel of my actions and the hammer of my will. The infinite intelligence within me knows no obstacles. Every step I take is guided towards greater power and achievement. I am surrounded by the boundless energy of the universe, which empowers me to manifest my deepest desires and dreams. With every breath, I inhale confidence and exhale doubt. I am capable, strong, and unstoppable in my pursuits. My mind is a fertile garden where the seeds of success, power, and prosperity grow abundantly, nurtured by an unwavering faith and positive actions. I possess an ocean of calm within me. In moments of decision, I tap into this reservoir of peace, making choices that reflect my power and poise. The door to my greatest potential is now unlocked with the key of belief. I open it now, stepping into a realm of infinite power and possibility. I affirm my ability to transcend any limitation. My potential is limitless, my path is clear, and my outcomes are successful. I am a magnet for positive energy and powerful opportunities. My life is a reflection of my thoughts, and I choose thoughts of strength and empowerment. I trust in the wisdom of the universe to guide my actions. Every decision I make is infused with power, leading me to my rightful place of success and influence. I am in harmony with the universe, and this harmony creates a flow of power within me that knows no bounds. My actions are inspired and impactful. I command my subconscious mind to manifest power, courage, and confidence in every aspect of my life. These qualities are now my reality. I'm the master of my fate and the captain of my soul. My thoughts shape my destiny, and I choose thoughts that empower and uplift me. Every challenge I face is an opportunity for growth. I welcome these opportunities knowing they are gateways to my greater power and potential. I am bathed in the light of confidence and power. This light illuminates my path, guiding me to achievements beyond my imagination. We come now to understand our power. By cultivating this power, we begin to transform. Though more depths remain to be plumbed and peaks to scale, foundations have now been laid that strengthen through this shared experience of rising consciousness. An inner steadiness has nurtured that nourishes each ongoing step. As paths ahead now beckon with their many gifts, may the awareness cultivated from this experience serve to brighten all trails. Our time draws to a close, yet the fruits of our fellowship shall abide. As waves farewell in nature's rhythm, our gratitude remains that you choose to walk alongside. Believer in your worth and power of your radiance, go now in peace, assured that within you lies infinite power that is now released. You will notice that you're manifesting much faster as you go out into the day. Tend well the seeds sown here and spread their blossoms widely. Until our paths cross again, know that your light lights all lands it touches. The gifts freely shared shall bear fruit wherever sown, in ways both seen and unseen. With rigid filters dissolved, compassion's call sounds clear, and answering its summons, we attune to needs before unheard, unseen. With widened power comes the willingness to lend support wherever darkness lingers. Still for others treading their own roads, the strength found brims now to strengthen in turn. Who knows which small sparks kindled here in this episode may ignite new beacons for souls adrift, may stoke fresh courage in those swaying on hope's precipice. Each radiance magnifies the whole as drop into ocean, and in multiplying our kindled lights, how drastically futures may morph. Dark fortunes have transformed through simpler acts of shared gifts previously unseen. This work continues beyond parting, as sure as tide's rhythm. May memories nurtured water seeds of future harvest, and hearts stay tender to life's constant changes. Recognizing the potential in ourselves and in all people will guide compassionate actions. Our influence expands in spirals, ever widening. If rooted in empowering others as faithfully and as we have learned to empower ourselves. In this spirit, may the ripples of your power spread outward to all who need it. For with great power comes great responsibility. The ripple effect of your power, passing on all received, is life well lived indeed, and lights the way for others still walking their own paths. Use this power for good, and let service be your legacy. Your power is now activated. Go out into the day feeling powerful, ready to change the world and yourself. And welcome to the Reality Revolution.